Hi everybody, AZ Badfish here. Welcome back to my single player series of the Direwolf20 pack. So, I've done a few things since the last episode. Not a whole lot, mostly just done some mining. I have moved the contents of these two chests into these two storage crates so that I can add, what are they called? It's, this storage crate keeper. So I can craft one of these bad boys and put it into the contents of the chest. Then I can pick up the crate. Then I can pick up the crate, and it basically acts like a temporary backpack, kinda. So I can it basically keeps its contents until I put it down again. So that's pretty sweet. I've got a grindstone here because I thought that grinding wheat into flour would allow me to get more bread per wheat. That's not actually the case. All it really does is make it so I can do it 1 for 1, because you know the vanilla recipe, you can only do it at 3 at a time. So that ended up not being that great. So basically got the same stuff going on here today, and we are going to be headed out and exploring these cities. But before we get going, I really want to add a new plant here to our farm, and that's the ender lily that I have. And I don't really want to. I feel bad, right? Because like I don't want to copy Direwolf20 and his Let's Play exactly. I really don't. But that's such a good idea that I really want to get it going. And I've gotten lucky. I have an ender pearl and an ender lily already. So this will basically help us get to the end a lot more quickly. So what I've got to do is melt that ender pearl down into what is it, resonating ender or something like that. So if I look up endstone is what we need, right? To make endstone, because I think you can craft it, yeah, in the fluid transposer. So I need resonant ender into a piece of sandstone will create endstone, and I get resonant ender by melting down a single ender pearl is enough to make a single endstone in a magma crucible. So I need to make a magma crucible, but I need nether bricks to do that. All the rest of the stuff I have. So that means I need to go into the nether, which means we need to set up a nether portal, which means I also need a flint and steel that I almost forgot about. So I've got some basic armor. We're not going to do a whole lot in the nether, but I do want to poke my head in there and see what kind of nether spawn we get. Hopefully it's nothing too terrible. And yeah, we'll grab up some netherrack, we'll make up a magma crucible, we'll do all that stuff, and then I'll come back to you. Alright, I might have got a little ahead of myself. I want to make sure I take you guys with me into the nether for the first time. I built the portal up here. It's just a little out of the way. Hopefully it won't be too loud and obnoxious from over here. So, I guess here goes nothing. Let's see what kind of spawn we get. Okay, loading in now. I don't know what to expect in this nether, actually. I have no idea what kind of stuff is here. I don't know what all that is going on over there. There's some cobalt. We're going to need to come back for that really soon. In fact, we're probably going to be doing that maybe this episode. Maybe this episode. Alright. So this is actually a really nice spawn. Well, that's a big giant lava lake, which actually might be useful. And over here we got some regular floor that looks kind of crazy with these textures. Alright, cool. So this is good. Let's just gather up some of this stuff, and then I'll head back and start making up all the machines. Alright, so got our magma crucible and our fluid transposer all crafted up, so I'm going to put this right here, and I believe that it should connect in the back there, so he should be getting power. We'll go ahead and configure him like this, just to output to the right. Okay. And then we'll take the fluid transposer, stick him right here. He's getting power also. Go ahead and take that away. Input from the left, and then nothing. He'll just hold on to it. And then we'll put our sandstone in there. Here. There. Okay. I think that's how it works. So he should be receiving this. All right, let's check it out. Throw this in here. This is going to cook down. It's probably going to take a while. All right, looks like there we go. And then that fluid automatically went into here, and now we can see it's being transposed into the sandstone, which is a bit quicker of a process. Sweet. Now we got endstone. Now I can go plant this outside. Oh, don't crash. What's happening? Okay, so this is weird, and it might be what happened last time, and I'm not sure what it means for the series, but we'll see if we can power our way through it. So notice how my FPS in the top left of the F3 screen is hovering around 230 FPS. It's about normal for Minecraft for me. Now, if I take this Ender Lily and put it into my action bar, my FPS starts dropping. And if I actually switch to it, it absolutely tanks. I don't know what is doing that, but it's definitely the Ender Lily that's causing my problems. So, I mean, obviously a workaround is just to not ever hold one, right? Because now I take it out and watch. We're going to shoot back up and we're going back to normal, right? We're eventually going to get back up to around 230. So, yeah, I don't know what's causing that. You know, no other items seem to do that. You know, I've got my end stone here. That's fine. So maybe I didn't have to erase that other world after all. I couldn't figure it out. So, ooh, it is dark outside. And there's a ton of monsters around here. Okay. There's a creeper over there, a bunch of skeletons. That guy's got an enchanted bow. Let's just go kill this creeper because he'll probably kill us. No. Ah, dang it. Dang it, man. I didn't want you to explode. Now I got a big hole to clean up. Alright. I will worry about that later. So I want to come over here, and just along with the rest of the farm, I'll grab a shovel, end stone, and quickly plant it. Alright, cool. Whew. Now, that exists in the world, but my frames are fine as long as I'm not holding it. Man, that is really weird. I guess we'll have to keep an eye on that. Well, not really sure what's causing the Ender Lily issue, but it's not just the original one. This got fully grown. I harvested it. I got another Ender Lily, and as soon as I picked up the second one, frames started dropping again. So that's really strange. I'm not really sure what's causing that, but yeah, that's going on. My garden is expanding quite a bit. I've just been planting pretty much everything. I've got a lot of ingredients, not a lot of food though. As you can see, I've got toast sandwiches down here, which is good. It's good for now, but I actually don't have much wheat in here. I really like the way this looks, though. Kind of just throwing them in there randomly, I think, looks pretty cool. So I've got a couple golden lassos here because I want to hopefully find a few more animals and actually maybe bring them down here and start a proper animal farm so we can get some. We can start getting some real food. I want to get up here and into the city. Maybe we could even find a good spot to make a more permanent location. I've actually been thinking about that. You know, originally I had planned on taking over one of these buildings, but I don't know if I really need to do that because I've got such a big space. You know, I didn't think I would find such a big open area. This birch forest goes out quite a bit, actually. I could clear space and build my own house. My own big, like, city mansion. That could be kind of cool. Because this is kind of like a city park, kind of. Like, you know, a park in the middle of the city. We could make it look a little bit nicer. That could be cool. It's an idea. But let's see what all we can even see in here. What's the best way in? We'll just break this. Oh, that was not the best way in. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so yeah, these cities, as you can see, stuff spawning already. Most of these buildings, packed full of spawners. So, later in the game, when we want to have spawners in specific places, we should have plenty of them. Oh, there's our home waypoints, kind of get an idea where we're at. And from up here, this place is looking kind of neat. Just a big city, a bunch of empty buildings, everything's covered in vines and overgrown, full of monsters, abandoned. It's kind of like that movie I Am Legend. Pretty cool. I see some cows over there. That is going to come in handy. I want to get down there. I want to see, are there any vines over here? There's some over here. That's pretty good. Let's climb down here. Oh, I hear bad guys. Any vines on this side? there's some right there. But then I'm going to be like way down there. Let's come over here. Ha. Decent vines. Cool. We'll grab a couple of these pigs too. Hey, get back here. Alright, I got some nice little basic animal pens here. So we'll plop you down, and you are also a pig. Very good. So we'll move you out. And we'll go ahead and give you guys each a potato. There we go. Make a little baby piggy. The parrots and the bats. Nice. Gimme. Nice. Alright. Now let's get the cows in. Cow number 1. Cow number 2. And make a little cow number 3. Sweet. Alright, these guys are going. I got my lassos emptied again. I need to make some more torches, and then I guess I'll head out to the city. Alright, so back in the city, and I picked up those chickens we saw earlier, and I wanted to show you guys, I think the city is a pretty good place to collect stuff. We get some saplings, I've got birch, but now I've got an acacia, I've got some spruce, I got a jungle sapling earlier, and what is this? Coffee seed? Sure, why not? I think I remember what the coffee in this pack is actually pretty cool. So that's exciting. Yeah, I'll just keep running around, and I guess if I see anything interesting, I'll come back to you guys. I don't know how much actual interesting things there's going to be. I think for the most part, the buildings are pretty much just kind of the standard generation. There's not much to them. So what is that? A pomegranate, huh? All right, growing on a jungle tree. That's actually how I got these vanilla beans. They were growing on a different jungle tree. Interesting. Oh, let's grab my lumber axe. Nice. All right, guys, I'm back, and I'm honestly at this point not sure how the video is gonna end up and how the editing is gonna work. There's a lot of stuff that's probably gonna end up getting cut out. So I am back. Did do a bit of exploring, and as I'm sure you guys saw, not a whole lot to see, right? It's mostly the same looking buildings over and over again, and right now I'm not willing to go inside any of them because I'm not willing to fight a ton of monsters. I'm not super geared up and stuff yet. So I'm back here at the area, and I've kind of decided I've changed my mind a little bit after exploring around. I really do like this spot. I think I've said it a couple times, and I've definitely decided that this is actually where I'm going to build a house rather than taking over one of these buildings. So here's what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking we'll have like a big modern style house up here, kind of to match the rest of the city, right? And we can actually kind of see that the city comes in along here. You can see this cobblestone wall and a creeper in there, but we can kind of connect it up to the city that way. We can also have pathways up here. I'm thinking of taking out a few of these buildings and using one of these platforms over there for like my big immersive engineering machines and all my automatic factory type stuff. We can connect up over here to this city if we want to, and we can have all of our farms and stuff down here. I think this is going to be pretty sweet, but the sun's going down, so I've got to sleep. But before we can really get going on this, we've obviously got to clear this down. I've got to plan out, do some resource gathering, stuff like that, figure out the type of things that I need. Also, this area, of course, now that I'm about to talk about it, I don't see any, but this area, yeah, there we go. There's beehives everywhere. And some of them do damage when you get close, some of them don't. There's another one right there. I want to start doing something with that. I don't know the first thing about any of the bees mods in here. I've tried watching some spotlight videos, but there's just so much involved in it that one video ain't gonna cut it for me. But I do happen to know there is a thing called a scoop that you need to collect these beehives. So I think I'm going to craft up some scoops maybe 1 or 2. Looks like there's durability of 10, so I'll craft up 2 of them. So as I clear out the area, I can use the scoop to collect whatever you get from the beehives. And yeah, we can see what stuff looks like once we're all done. All right, so this is probably looking a little different. Oh, I spent some time doing some work. I've expanded the farm quite a bit. Got a lot of stuff going on here. I cleared out the area so I could get a better idea of what this is going to look like. And I think here's kind of what I'm planning out. We're going to leave this lower area down here for farms and stuff. But it would be kind of cool. Every once in a while, one of these animals somehow gets out. And I'm not sure what's going on with that. But all right. I think it would be cool to have some kind of like pathway up here. And I could either have the house like right here. And then have like some kind of walkway, or maybe another section of a house over here, or actually build the house proper right here and then have another section of it up top, which is kind of what I was thinking in the first place, which is why I leveled it out. So not really sure to think on that. Let me know if you guys have any comments on that, of course, down in the comments section. That's what it's for. But for now, I want to, I guess, build like some kind of shack, like a workshop, a work shed, a small little structure in the side of the building here, so we can make it a little more official feeling, maybe expand it out, maybe make it look a little nice. I did do a bit more exploring around. If we take a look, I ran all over the place trying to find a desert and was unsuccessful. And I recorded, or thought I recorded, a lot of it. I guess I actually wasn't, though. So, yeah, sorry about that. I swear I hit the record button, but when I went to check and edit that footage, I did find a village. That's pretty cool. When I went to check that footage out, it was not there. So, yep, that happens. All right, I want to kind of build the structure. And the reason I don't want to get started on the house right away either is because I don't have a whole lot of resources yet. And I don't want to build it out of stone, brick, and wood, which is what this shed is going to be built out of. Alright, so let me gather some resources, build some stuff, and yeah, we'll check it out. Alright, so this is the shed. It's looking pretty neat. It's just some chiseled spruce planks, some stone bricks, some spruce slabs. Pretty standard stuff to get started with. We've got a nice little chiseled andesite floor into the trodden bricks. I think that's awesome. This is a giant wall of drawers. I have moved pretty much everything that I'm farming out there into here, which is pretty sweet. I've even got my saplings in here. I've got a space for worms, a few seeds. So yeah, this is a much better way for me to keep track of everything, because I wasn't really keeping track of it at all before. Still don't really know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm just growing it to grow it, because, you know, I keep saying I think it looks cool to have all these different types of plants and stuff over here, especially that section over there. But yeah, so that's all sorted out now. I've kind of made this room look a little nicer with an actual ceiling, floor, and walls and stuff. I've rearranged this stuff so that this will all fit in here nice and cozy. My storage crates, this was the one that held my Pam stuff in it, so it's just got flowers in it. I'll probably put the bees stuff in here as well, and then possibly move these along this wall so I'll have easier access to the storage type stuff here, and then the storage that's going to be down here will be stuff that comes up out of the mine for now. And then these machines will be dedicated to like processing ores and stuff later on. Because I'm sure we'll be making other pulverizers and crucibles and stuff like that in other locations. But for now, I think this is doing pretty good. Let's take a quick nap here. So alright guys, I think we're going to go ahead and call that here for this one. That's about all the time I've got for this episode. In the next one, I think I'm going to get to work, hopefully, on automating some crops and some animals and stuff like that. Maybe get to work on trying to think about what we want to build the house out of. Definitely going to have to go back into the Nether Dough and get some cobalt and ardite and stuff, make some better tools. I had a little incident, which I thought I was recording, but it wasn't. Long story short, it was night. I was being chased by a bunch of zombies. I accidentally threw my axe, my tinker's axe, and then when I circled around to go find it, I knew that I threw it. I saw it disappear from my hand. So but I couldn't turn around and grab it right away because zombies were on me, so I like ran out, circled back around to go grab it, and it was gone. But somehow I managed to throw out my Tinker's sword as well, in the exact same way, in the exact same place, and I couldn't find it. I don't know if it just disappeared. I don't know. It was very strange. Anyways, we gotta remake some of that stuff. And, but I want to make it out of better material. So we'll do that in the next episode, you guys. I hope you did enjoy this one. If you did, leave me a like, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about what we got going on so far. Got any suggestions, things you want to see me do? Especially if you're familiar with the mods in this pack and can help me out. If you are enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. I've got some other series on the channel you might enjoy. And yeah, until next time, you guys. This is AZ Badfish signing out. See you later. Bye.